Many employees go to work unaware of the hazards around them. This could lead to complacency and an unsafe working environment. Performing a risk assessment protects workers by identifying potential hazards and reducing the risk of accidents and injuries. A risk assessment is a 5-step process that consists of identifying the hazards, assessing those hazards, developing controls, implementing those controls, and lastly, supervising and reevaluating. Let's take a closer look at each one of those steps. There are multiple ways to identify hazards. This is accomplished by performing a visual workplace inspection, performing worker observations, reviewing records from the area, or a combination of each of these strategies. When identifying hazards, you want to ensure that the individuals performing any inspections are qualified through knowledge, training, and experience. Having an unqualified individual perform an inspection can lead to hazards being missed, or themselves or other employees being put in danger. Once all hazards have been identified, you want to assess the hazards in terms of probability of occurrence and severity. Using a tool like a risk assessment matrix can assist in this process. Hazards that have the highest probability and severity need to be prioritized first when selecting and implementing controls. Now that the risks have been assessed, it is time to develop controls. When doing this, keep in mind concepts like the hierarchy of controls. This helps determine the most effective controls for the hazard. Additionally, it is always a good idea to include the workers that are directly impacted by the hazards. Their hands-on experience can bring valuable insights on what controls may or may not be effective. Now is the time to implement the controls that have been selected. This step can take time, especially if you must order materials like guarding. When controls are implemented, it is critical that all affected employees have a clear understanding of what controls were selected and why and how this will impact their work. The last step is to supervise and reevaluate. This is the most important step. It is critical that employees comply with the controls. Bypassing them would cause employees to be exposed to the hazards. More importantly, you need to ensure that the controls are working as intended. You may find that the hazards are not totally controlled or are not working at all. If a control is found to be ineffective, you will need to add additional controls or replace the control entirely. Following these steps will help reduce risks and eliminate hazards in the workplace, leading to a safer environment for all employees. For additional information and more safety-related training content like this, visit Rental U today. Now get out there and make safety a priority.